Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first Downward Salad podcast. I am your host, Danny, here with
his co-host, Spencer Lee, a.k.a. spencernation.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very cool show for you today. Basically, what we're going to do today is just go over some questions about ourselves, introduce ourselves, let you guys get to know us. So, Spencer, why don't you tell our fans about you?
Well, I am a senior at Jay County High School, and that's where we are. We're currently recording in our radio and TV studio here at Jay County High School in Indiana.
Yep.
But anyway, I was born in Indiana. I've lived here my whole life, and I have 5 other siblings. It's pretty crazy.
I understand that. My name is Danny, and I also go to Jay County High School. But unlike Spencer, I was born in the wonderful city of Portsmouth, Virginia. Shout out to the 757. But I am currently a junior, and so this is our little fun project that we're doing for the heck of it. So let's go ahead and jump into today's show, Spencer. What do we got?
Okay, first, we got 15 questions written down, and we're going to each take turns answering them. So you also going to know more about us, and it's going to be fun, and we have a minute to answer them all.
We have a minute? See, I didn't know that. That'll be interesting.
So we have to get it fast.
All right.
So let me get my timer ready.
All right, so again, it's 15 questions, and hey, if you like one of the questions, feel free to comment down below your answer to it. Maybe you have some interesting input in one of our questions.
Okay, you ready, Danny?
I'm ready.
I'll start the timer once you answer the first question.
Okay.
So, first question, salad or jackalopes?
Salad.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Green Arrow.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Avengers or Justice League?
Justice League.
NFL or NBA?
NFL.
MLB or NHL?
Neither.
Favorite NFL team?
Patriots.
Favorite college team?
Virginia Tech.
Favorite MLB team?
Don't have one.
Favorite hockey team?
See, don't have one of those either.
Nice. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars. Whew. What kind of question's that?
Favorite music group?
Bethel Music.
Favorite singer?
Amanda Cook.
Instagram or Twitter?
Twitter.
UFC or WWE?
UFC.
Nice. So you finished that in 51 seconds.
Let's go.
Now it's your turn. I
All
might
right.
have a more advantage because I read it and I also wrote all the questions down. So
that could do it. I'll go ahead and use my timer here for this one, Spencer.
Nice. And
All
before
right.
we start, me and Danny, we are on a podcast called Waggish Jackalopes.
Oh yeah.
We subscribe to them on YouTube, and so you'll see that in the people we subscribe to. So go check them out. And yeah, you ready, Danny?
All right, I'm ready, Spencer. Here we go. Starting with question number 1: salad or jackalope?
Salad.
All right. Who's your favorite superhero?
Spider-Man 2099.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
All right. Avengers or Justice League?
Justice League.
NFL or NBA?
NFL.
Okay. MLB or NHL?
NHL.
Favorite NFL team?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Favorite NBA team?
Indiana Pacers.
And your favorite MLB team?
Cincinnati Reds.
Hockey team?
Columbus Blue Jackets.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Should have skipped that one.
Yeah.
Favorite music group?
21 Pilots.
Favorite singer?
Reba McEntire.
Yeah. Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
And finally, WWE or UFC?
WWE.
All right.
I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, guys.
Yeah,
so
he is.
if you see a podcast in the future all about wrestling, it's going to be probably one of my favorite podcasts, hands
It'll
down.
definitely be pretty fun.
We'll
but-
definitely have a special guest with us who also loves wrestling as much as I do.
Oh, yeah. And so Spencer finished that one with 45 seconds.
Oh,
pretty
dang.
pretty good, Spencer. Pretty
Dang.
good.
Nice. So yeah, and Danny, we're gonna go through each of these questions and get further explained.
Okay.
First, the salad or jackalopes question, because we're Downward Salad, and that podcast we were on called waggish jackalope. So you see how downward salad is better.
Yep.
And
that needs no explanation there.
Yeah, no explanation. Green Arrow's your favorite superhero. Why?
I've always grown up liking Green Arrow. I didn't really have a particular reason.
TV show pretty great.
Yeah, that was really one thing that I liked a lot because I had always liked him as a superhero, even as a kid. And then once he got his own TV show a couple of years ago, I was all for that.
Nice. Marvel, DC. Why did you pick Marvel?
See, even though Green Arrow is DC, I like Marvel's concepts better and they're just character universe better than DC.
Yeah. Avengers and Justice League?
And see, I picked Justice League for that one because I feel like the Justice League definitely has a more cohesive alliance than what the Avengers does.
Yeah. NFL and NBA, I can tell, you watch more NFL than anything.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But I've always liked the New England Patriots since I was a kid. I was pretty much a bandwagon, but I mean you can't blame me when I was like 6 years old.
Yeah, I can't blame you.
But I've stuck with it, and I plan to continue sticking with that team. So.
Nice. And then you picked neither for MLB or NHL.
Yeah. So I've watched one hockey game in my life. If you were to ask me any question about hockey players, my answer to everything would probably be Wayne Gretzky.
Good choice.
So and MLB, I've never really had a favorite team. I watch it every now and then, but I'm not diehard about it as I am about the NFL.
Nice. And then favorite NFL team, you already put the New England Patriots.
Yep.
You put what did you put for NBA team? Nothing?
I don't have a favorite NBA team, but my favorite basketball team, and actually my favorite college is Virginia Tech. You know, growing up in Virginia, got to represent.
And we'll skip the MLB and the NHL teams.
Yep.
But Star Wars or Star Trek, that's an easy
one for both of us. I mean,
yeah,
hands down.
I am not a Star Trek fan.
Hands down. Star Trek's all right, but compared to Star Wars, it doesn't hold anything.
And music group, you put
Bethel Music. They're my favorite worship team out of California.
Nice. And then you put
Amanda Cook
as favorite singer.
Yep.
And Instagram or Twitter? And you put
And I
Twitter.
think I said Twitter. Yeah. I don't know. I don't use social media that often, but I like Twitter's concepts better than
Do you even have a Twitter?
Instagram. Nope.
Okay.
Don't have a Twitter or an Instagram.
And UFC or WWE?
See, I've watched more UFC than I have WWE, and I grew up playing UFC video games. So for me, that was kind of an easier pick. Not saying that I don't like the WWE, but
yeah.
I just know more
not.
about the UFC. All right, so Spencer, going back over your answers to your questions, your favorite superhero you said was Spider-Man.
Man, 2099.
2099, okay.
He's from the future. Awesome.
All right, and for Marvel or DC, you said
Marvel. And that is you can go two ways on that.
Yeah.
Like currently, movie-wise, Marvel is just better.
Yeah.
And then comic-wise, currently, DC by far is currently winning because they just launched the DC Rebirth, and it's just made their comics just so amazing, and it's just love it.
Yeah, I need to check those out. And you said for Avengers or Justice League, you said Justice League too. So what was your reasoning behind that?
They are a good team, and they do have their share of problems. But I mean, just you have to look at that lineup. They are just. It's just
hands down the best.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the Justice League movie too.
Yep, and like me for the fifth question, NFL or NBA, you said NFL.
I'm a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan. We're
Yes,
currently 10-2, so.
Yep, and for MLB or NHL, you said NHL.
I watch more hockey than I do basketball. It's kind of hard to believe, but I mean, I do love basketball, and I'm a huge Pacers fan and Columbus Blue Jackets fan, but I really enjoy watching hockey.
Yep. Now on to the next question for your favorite NFL team. We kind of already answered that.
Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles. Who's your favorite player from that team, Spencer? Because there's a lot of good players
Oh,
on that
yeah.
team.
I mean, the typical answer people usually do is the quarterback, but
Yeah.
I mean, I just have to think Carson Wentz. He's
good.
probably my favorite player. He's just,
Yeah.
if you looked at us in the past years, I mean, we've really not had a strong quarterback
Yeah.
besides Nick Foles, and that was his
And
2013.
When Michael Vick, way long ago, until he kind of deteriorated. But
Yeah.
anyways, and for your favorite NBA team,
Indiana Pacers.
Indiana Pacers. Kind of
I don't watch them as much as I do now. Like, I mean, I can't tell you like everyone on the team anymore.
Yeah,
So,
that's understandable. And for your favorite baseball team,
baseball team, Cincinnati Reds. Since we're in Indiana, that's our closest team.
yeah,
And I've met quite a few Reds players. Like I've met Pete Rose, and I've met a lot of people.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, I've always liked them. Never went to a game yet, but hopefully soon.
Yeah. And your favorite NHL team, I know
Columbus
you said the Blue Jackets.
I've been to one of their games, so that was nice.
Yeah, and they're definitely doing good this season, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing good. I think they're first right now in their division.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Last year they went to the playoffs, so I was happy, but they lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
It happens, and the next question was kind of an obvious answer for both of us: Star Wars or Star Trek.
Star Wars.
That one was very, very easy to answer.
Yeah, I mean it's just like I've tried Star Trek. I cannot get into it. It's just not my thing really. And then there's just Star Wars that's just amazing.
Yeah.
And guys, a Star Wars podcast all about Star Wars is coming soon.
Oh yes.
We might do one before The Last Jedi, and then do one after, just all about The Last Jedi.
Yep.
So
because currently we are a week before the release
yes.
of The Last Jedi, which is super exciting.
it is.
And so the next two questions, they kind of go hand in hand, but you had two kind of unique answers to it. Your favorite music group was 21 Pilots, but obviously your favorite singer is Reba McEntire.
Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, I love Reba McEntire.
Yes,
you guys
he
are going to
does.
figure that out.
Yes,
like
he does.
my phone lock screen is Reba McEntire.
Mm-hmm.
And I've her autograph a couple times, and I have a wall in my room. It has a ginormous Reba puzzle that was put together in a frame. I saw it at a garage sale, and I bought it. It was the best $5 I've ever spent.
Yeah, his lock screen for everything, Reba.
And
It's-
in my locker here at school, I taped a piece of paper that says #Reba on
Yep.
it, and it was there last year too, and so it got taken down on last day of school, but I put it back up.
Yeah, he did, and it's still has left some marks there today.
Yeah, the old locker where that was, which is currently my sister's locker right now, because we only got pushed down one. There's a lot of scrape marks on that locker.
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah, I don't know how they got there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and so for Instagram or Twitter,
Instagram.
you had said Instagram. Now I'm curious as to why you would pick Instagram over Twitter.
I just love Instagram. I mean, I just started tweeting again.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a big fan, really, just so I could promote this podcast a little. And but other than that, I love Instagram. If you guys don't know, I run 7 or 8 different Instagram
It's true.
pages.
It's true.
All about comics, all about it's.
He knows his stuff.
I do know my stuff. I have to know my comics.
Yep. And finally, you had said WWE over UFC.
Oh, yeah.
Now, obviously, you've been a huge WWE fan for your whole life. And he's shown me he actually has tons and tons of signatures, and he's met tons of wrestlers.
Almost 100 by now.
Yeah, which is pretty insane.
Yeah, and also then something you guys also don't know about me, but you will now. I collect autographs, and I love going meeting people. Like wrestlers, I currently have made a list of, as far as I know, I'm at like maybe 10 away, 9 away, 90 people I've met. I met 90 different wrestlers.
That's insane.
And I'm not even including all the baseball actors,
Yeah.
comic book writers and artists.
Yeah.
It's just like, and I've had a phone call with one wrestler, and he is actually my favorite wrestler of all time. His name is Matt Hardy, Broken Woken Deleter. I love him.
The Deleter, yes.
I love him.
But yeah, that's definitely a cool experience to have.
It is. It was. Because my father, he went to WrestleMania in Florida. There, the big pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And there was, and a lot of wrestlers, wrestlers will go down there and they'll, and they'll get money for, there's, a group, a autograph show that brought in wrestlers. So, because all those people are down there, money.
Yeah,
and,
lots of it.
Matt Hardy was there, and I've loved him for years. My dad's, went up to him and was like, hey, could you, if I call my son loves you, could you, talk on the phone with him? And he's like, yeah. And I get a call from my dad, and he was like, hey, he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing. And I was like,
oh my gosh.
I was 11, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And he's like, well, I got Matt Hardy on the phone. Here you go. And I'm like, what? And all I heard was hey, Spencer. And I'm like, I talked, but I was completely starstruck. I don't get starstruck often.
Yeah.
But that was the greatest thing that could have happened to me.
I bet, yeah.
I don't even remember what we talked about. If it was today, I would have been deleting him. It would have been the best thing ever.
That's awesome. Yeah. I haven't personally met any of my favorite sports athletes, but
soon.
I think that I would definitely have the same reaction to that. But so that brings us to the end of our very first podcast.
This podcast was all about getting to know us and introductions. So, yeah, it was awesome. So thank you guys so much for listening to us. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, share if you really liked it. I mean, you can. And, and leave some questions down if you want to ask us more questions about stuff.
Yep.
Or things you want us to talk about, a whole podcast about. And, and we were awesome. We were on a podcast, Waggish Jackalope.
Yep.
Two of our friends made it, and And also, before we end this too, we would have had this podcast recorded yesterday. We did record it yesterday, but the saving process corrupted the whole thing.
Oh, it was terrible.
And it was completely gone, and we had to restart, and that's why we're here today.
Yep. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe for more future content.
Yep.
That'll be coming out.
So thank you guys. My name is spencernation, and that's Danny. And see you later, salads.
Peace out.